how the game planning works?
Well, it's easy to say it works when you come away with something, but first half, although we obviously had a game plan to not open the game up and to subdue Arsenal to a degree, we still should have done a lot better with our passing and our breaks in that half. But conceding just before half time didn't change our game plan. We knew we could grow into the game, and the subs were always going to be significant today. We have all our offensive players back, and the free subs, without a shadow of a doubt, changed the game. And that's where we are in the Premier League. It is a 14-man game now, and so will the semi-final. So they were massively important to us.
Did you feel you could have won the game with the latter stages, the strength and the pace that you showed?
Yeah, that unbelievable run by Wilf. Just the last touch where his energy has just run out, unfortunately. Because if he has one better touch there, he's got Addy in the middle to finish the game off. And I've seen games at the Emirates where, you know, you can exploit that last period of the game if you're in the game. I genuinely felt after the equaliser it might be us that won it, if anyone. But up until that point, obviously there were periods where Arsenal completely dictated, and Ozil, particularly in the first half, was just too difficult at times. He's got amazing imagination and touch, and we needed to be a little bit fortunate as well in that first half.
You defended well, though.
Yeah, we did, and you can see that we got confidence about us in defence, and our goalie is now got a renewed confidence because he's had a couple of games before the West Ham game where he wasn't so good. But that meeting before West Ham has been significant for this season because, you know, I can say it now, that period before West Ham, the cup game was affecting us. There's no doubt about that. It had affected our focus, our work rate, our commitment to what Palace is about. And since that meeting, we've got 1 win and 3 draws, and really and truly we should have had a second win in there. We should have beat Everton. And we look a lot more like it. And you need momentum to go into games as big as Old Trafford and Wembley and St James's Park. And unfortunately, we've managed to get it.
Are you weighing up the odds yet on we've done it now, or are you not going to tempt fate?
No, I think, you know, you have to be very, very careful as a Premier League manager because you guys can definitely kick us to pieces when we say something silly. But I do think it's going to be difficult maybe for 2 of those teams to get 40 points below us because with our goal difference, that's probably what they need. One could do it, I don't know. But, you know, we still have 4 games left, and I think we're a mid-table team and we need to prove that. I'll be disappointed if we finish in lower than 15th. I will be. So we should get ourselves up there a little bit. And of course, this great opportunity for this club and our fans. I think at half time they were probably a bit worried today, but we've sent them home happy, and they can look forward to Old Trafford and Wembley.
How do you guard against the team focusing too much on the semi-final ahead of the Old Trafford game? You said that was an issue previously.
Yeah, well, but I said previously to West Ham, so I don't think it'd be a problem at Old Trafford. I think we've got you can see there's a little bit of more energy in the team, a little bit more, as you say, defensive focus, and a good group. They're a great group to manage. I really love managing this team. They're so honest. We're not the best team at times, but we're an honest team, and we did an honest performance today.
You said you've seen a few games here where the last sort of period of the game, the opponents can attack Arsenal. What is it about Arsenal that makes them vulnerable in that particular period?
Well, I think because they're always pushing for the win, and you have to admire that. You know, they're always pushing for the win, and they commit their fullbacks high and wide, and they win a lot of games in the last moments. I remember we was drawing here. We had a throw in the bottom corner with a minute to go at Newcastle, and they went straight out the other end and scored. Of course, they've always got that ability, but I always say to teams when you come here, if you can stay in the game and you're tight, then at the end of the game there are going to be opportunities because they overcommit at times, and I admire that. That's not deficiency in their game plan or a deficiency in the manager, that's to be admired. But of course, an opportunity for you as well.
Will you make changes for Man United, or
Yeah.
you'll switch your squad around a bit?
Yeah, I want to give people a chance to play in the semi, and I want people to knock me and say, you know, I want to play in that game. The two significant things though that come out of this game for me today. One was Scott Dan looks like he's going to be okay, because if we lose him, it'll be difficult for us to win the FA Cup and to get that mid-table finish. So that was pleasing, and probably more important was Balas's goal, because he looked and he has looked in the last couple of games like he needed something to give him a lift. And when he got the goal, and it was a good goal, I thought he looked different. You could almost see almost an injection of confidence, and that was a great lift for us.
It wasn't either a case of just looking up, was it? He sort of shuffled across a bit, didn't he, and worked out what he was doing on.
Yeah, he had a chance in the first half, which very similarly cut in on that right foot, and you know we've been working on that right foot of his, and his technique was spot on. And those who know who've been to Palace over the last 3 or 4 years know sometimes technique lets him down. So I'm pleased that practice has been good for him. But as I say, in his confidence and the manner and this team, he's so important to us. So that was a really significant moment.
Okay, thanks very much.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.